Hey everybody, welcome to my TikTok live. I wanted to take a few minutes to go live with you guys before the holiday and just say happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I hope that you're having a great holiday season this year. And I wanted to spend some time with you guys before the holidays so that we could get to know each other a little bit. I want to get to know you and I want you guys to get to know me. I know you don't know me very well. So let me share some information with you guys. Welcome to my house. First of all, this is my house. It's kind of a mess. I'm in the middle of getting ready for Christmas, so stuff's kind of everywhere. Maybe you can relate to that. It's kind of a busy time of year, and we're just, I personally have presents and wrapping paper. My house looks like a disaster. So maybe you guys can relate to that too. But if you know me, there's a few things that you know about me. You know that I'm a loyal person. I'm somebody that's really loyal, and I believe in being kind to people. So I'm always all about trying to be kind to people. And also, something that you know about me, if you know me, I know most of you don't know me. But if you know me, you know that I don't appreciate being lied to. I love the truth. I love to hear the truth. Good, bad, not so good, happy, unhappy. I want to hear the truth. I would rather just deal with the truth than be told a lie and have to figure out later that I was lied to. I don't like that. And I don't think most of us like being lied to, right? If you can relate to that, if you don't like being lied to, just put lie in the chat, okay? And so I really don't appreciate when someone just comes out and tells me a lie just because it's easier for them than dealing with the truth. So I would rather just hear how it really is. Like, for instance, hey, the building burned down. It's gone, totally gone. There's no more building. It's all gone. And then if you want to put a positive spin on it, that's totally fine. So you could say, the building burned down, but everybody made it out alive. I'm fine with that. Put the positive spin on the end. I'm all about being positive too. I'm a glass half full kind of person. But let's just get at the truth. Let's be honest. Let's have the truth right straight up front. Let's not even bother with being lied to, okay? That's how I feel about it. And that's how I want people to treat me, and that's how I'm going to treat you guys. I'm not going to lie to you because I don't like it, and I don't think most of us like it, right? So when someone comes to me as a medical professional and tells me I have type 2 diabetes, and that I'm going to have type 2 diabetes for the rest of my life, first of all, I'm going to take what they say to heart, right? I think we've all been taught that doctors, they're someone that you can believe. They're out there doing their best for us, and they are trying to help us, right? And I do believe that doctors are trying to help us. But I also believe we can only give the information that we know. So if you're being lied to, how can you share the truth about something with someone? If you were told a lie, if you believe that lie, how can you share the truth about it? And excuse me. And I think that's the case with a lot of things. Doctors are taught to be doctors of medicine, right? Medicine, as in pills, prescriptions, all of those things. They are not taught about other possible solutions that are out there. And so when they tell you you're a type 2 diabetic and you're going to be a type 2 diabetic forever, they're giving you the information that they have, but they don't know the whole picture, right? They're not taught about natural solutions. And they don't tell you that you can reverse type 2 diabetes. Is it easy? No, it is not easy. But is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Does it happen like that? No, it does not happen like that. But it is possible. You can reverse type 2 diabetes. And so if you are someone who struggles with their health, or if you know someone that struggles with their health, you can put health in the chat. Because I struggle with my health, and I had several family members, and still do have several family members who struggle with their health. So as you look around the table this holiday season, when you're all seated and enjoying your time together, enjoying a nice meal, look at the people that you love. Are any of them struggling with their health? Are they taking medications to try to improve things like type 2 diabetes, like high blood pressure, high cholesterol? Are they taking medication for those things? Because I have a news flash for you and for them. Those medications that you take are not curing the problem. They're dealing with the symptoms. So we're given medications by our doctors to deal with the symptoms of things like our type 2 diabetes. For myself, I was given a medication called metformin. If you guys have heard of metformin, put metformin in the chat. Many people are on this medication, but it does not fix the problem of type 2 diabetes. It deals with the symptoms, but it doesn't get at the root cause. And so I am a stubborn person. That's something else you'll learn about me. I am someone who is stubborn. When I get my mind locked on something, I'm going to follow it through to the end. So when I locked my mind on there has to be a better way than taking this pill, which isn't fixing the problem, I was going to follow it through until I found something. So I've stuck with it, I've been stubborn, and I did find a way. There is a way. And again, is it easy? No, it's not easy. Is it overnight? No. Your type 2 diabetes symptoms don't just disappear overnight. That's not reality. That's not how it works. You didn't get in this situation overnight. So how could you get out of it overnight? But it is possible to reverse type 2 diabetes, to not be a diabetic anymore, not a type 2 diabetic. So if you are somebody, or if you know somebody who deals with this problem, there is hope out there. And that's what my message is. There is hope and there is healing available. Instead of just dealing with the symptoms, instead of just putting a Band-Aid on the problem and saying, okay, here's something that's going to help you feel better. It's not going to fix the problem, but it's going to help you feel better. Instead of just having that, let's just deal with the root cause. Let's get at the actual problem. Let's start working to fix that. Okay? So the root cause, the reason for type 2 diabetes is insulin resistance. If you haven't heard that, if that's something new to you, go ahead and put insulin in the chat down below. Now, most of us have heard of insulin, right? This is a word that we've heard. It's been used a lot. And it's being used even more because finally we are coming to realize the root cause of a lot of health problems that people have, including and especially type 2 diabetes, is insulin resistance. We have insulin in our body, but it's not working the way that it needs to. And this is a problem for so many of us out there. Did you know that 93% of people in the United States have metabolic disorder? They have metabolic dysfunction. Their body is not working the way that it was designed to. And of people who are pre-diabetic, they're ready for diabetes. They're almost there. Their doctor's about to say that they're a diabetic. There are 80% of those people that don't even know it. They don't even know they're having these health problems. They think they're getting older. They think this is just how life goes. They think, well, my family has these problems, so I guess I'm going to have these problems too. None of those things are true. You can be healthier. You can take matters into your own hands. And don't you think we should be taking matters into our own hands? Why would we trust someone to take care of something as important as our health? Why would we put that completely in someone else's hands? We need to be taking responsibility and doing all that we can to have the healthiest body that we can have. And so in order to do that, we need to be looking at the big picture. What is the root cause? What is the actual problem? And how can we work on making it better? And that's what I've discovered in my time since I became a type 2 diabetic. Again, I'm a really stubborn person. When I decide I'm going to do something, I stick with it. And so I finally found something that is helping me to reverse my type 2 diabetes. Am I there yet? No, I just started on this protocol a couple of months ago. But I'm already seeing improved symptoms. I'm already seeing improvements in my blood work, improvements in my brain fog, improvements in my neuropathy, and all of the other things that go along with being a type 2 diabetic. So again, when you look around your table at Christmas time or over the holidays, look at the people in your family and see who could benefit from a natural solution, from something besides medication that is just treating the root, that is just treating the symptoms and not the root cause. Okay? So if you recognize that in yourself or in someone else, I am here to tell you there is hope and there is healing. And if you follow me, you stick with me, you can learn how this works too. Again, it doesn't happen overnight. I've been on this journey for a few months now, and it is happening. It's a process. It gets better day by day, little bit at a time. It does get better, but there is hope and there is healing out there. And so we don't have to just take the lie that, oh, you're a type 2 diabetic and you're going to be a type 2 diabetic for the rest of your life. That's a lie. But when we know better, we do better, right? When we learn better, we do better. And so our doctors are now beginning to learn that there is a natural solution. There is a way to reverse your type 2 diabetes, and it doesn't involve restrictive dieting and only having 1,000 calories a day and counting your macros and all those crazy things that people do. It's a simple solution, and it's something that can help you reverse the effects of insulin resistance, however that manifests in your life. For me, it manifests mainly as type 2 diabetics. There are young people even for whom it manifests as things like dark patches on their skin, for whom it might manifest as something as skin tags, acne, problems with your blood pressure and with your cholesterol. These things happen, and it's warning signs from our body telling us, hey, there's a problem here. We're having a problem with insulin. We need to be doing something now to correct that. We're moving towards insulin resistance, and it's not a good thing. That's our body giving us warning signs, and it does that for a long time. That's how we get to be pre-diabetic before we're actually diabetic, right? So there is a natural way that you can reverse this, and there is hope and healing out there. It is something simple. It can be integrated into your normal life. You don't have to completely turn your life upside down to integrate this simple solution to reverse insulin resistance. Okay? So you don't have to become an expert in calories. You don't have to become an expert in all the different kinds of nutrients and the things that they do in your body. You can just have this simple solution, these simple drink packets that can become a part of your life. They travel with you wherever you go. I took them on my vacation and it worked out great. And it's a simple solution to help you find hope and healing for insulin resistance in your life. And as we get ready to start the new year, I wanted to share with you guys because I'm going to be doing something. Hope you guys can see this here. Okay, there we go. It's a health reset. Okay, so it's not a diet. I'm going to be starting the year off with a health reset. And I've got several of my friends that are going to join with me on this one. And I would love to have you guys join with me as well in this health reset. Again, we're not going to start a diet. We're not going to do any of that crash dieting, crazy things that people do for New Year's resolution. And I'm not calling this a New Year's resolution. I'm calling it a New Year's solution because I am working with this solution to fix my insulin resistance. And I want to help you guys and the people you love find a solution to reverse their type 2 diabetes, to reverse their insulin resistance in whatever way that manifests in their life. So if you are ready to have a health reset, to find a solution for yourself in 2026, instead of making a resolution that only lasts typically 10 days, that's what people say is a typical length of a resolution. You do it for 10 days and then you're done with it. So you go to the gym for 10 days, you're all excited. In 10 days, you're like, okay, that was enough. I'm done with that. This is going to be a solution for 2026 and for the rest of your life, for yourself and the people you love. Something simple, something easy that you can do. And you can start the year off on the right foot with a health reset. If you guys want to learn more about that, send me a direct message. I'm going to share with you guys. I'll have some information. We have a little while left before the end of the year. I want to try to start this for January 1st. New solutions for the new year, 2026, a health reset. I'd love to have you guys join with me on that. And I will be on here a couple more times to see if we can get plenty of people to join with us. Like I said, I already have some friends that are joining with me, but I wanted to give you guys the chance to have the chance to get to know me and to get to know that my heart is with helping people find hope and healing. And to know that we can find, and I have found, and I'm working with a natural solution for reversing your insulin resistance. And I want to share that with all of you. So send me a message. Let's talk about this solution. Let's get started together. Let's get going and get going on our healthy new year for 2026. Thanks so much for joining with me, and I'll see you again soon in the next few days. Talk to you later.